Can you get somebody to stop that? Oh, that's... So you got a tear on your neck today. What happened? Did you hook up in the bottom somewhere?
Just rough bottom.
I see. You haven't got any contact with any of the stuff from any of the drilling rigs or anything like that?
No, nothing at all.
Is there any of that around this area though?
I've not seen much of it at all, no.
Whereabouts is that?
Which is out here on the west side, out the Scalo, if you know, a mile or two at the Scalo. There's not much to be seen at all of that stuff.
Has the oil industry itself interfered very much with the fishery here?
Well, I would say there are a good few that's working at the oil industry that might have been at the fishing. Otherwise, that's about the only reason I would say.
But you haven't come across any of the oil slicks or anything like that?
No. You might be a little out on some of the beaches, but I've never seen much of it at sea at all.
What about seabirds? You come across any seabirds covered with oil or anything?
No, at sea, but there are a lot of them coming ashore on the beaches.
Can you tell me, if you were to get your nets torn up on oil-related things, what would you do? How do you get compensation?
I couldn't tell you that. I don't know that. They should have to try and claim it off them somewhere, but I don't know how they'd manage it. But some of the boats already had compensation, I think, from the oil industry. We got them torn nets and things like that. But we've never had any due to that, so.
What did they have to do? Did they have to bring the nets in and show that it was related to that?
I suppose they would have to show some evidence that they were being torn or something.
Do you think the oil thing's been pretty good for Shetland?
No, I think it's the worst thing that ever happened. The worst that ever happened to Shetland, I would say.
Why is that?
Well, it's just going to pollute everything, I would imagine, in the long run. And it's taken a lot. There's a lot of work in there. It should have been at the fishing, I would say. And
we're looking at it coming our way, you know, and we wonder if we can learn things from Shetland.
And there's fish factories here now, say, for instance. Well, there were plenty of jobs going there when they were a Ford oil camp. And they're taking a lot away from those factories too, the that jobs, you see. So I don't think it's going to be any benefit to Shetland at all. In the long run, I don't think.
Brought a lot of money here now.
Yeah, a lot of money. There's all right that anybody's working in it. Well, it's no use for any other body, I don't think.
How long have you been fishing?
Oh, 64, 40, 39 years. Since I was 16. Yeah, about 39 years.
Is it good now?
Well, it's been no bad. It's been very good, I would say, this last 10 years. Well, it's not just so good in the meantime. I think the fish is scarcer knows what they were like a bit. Scarcer.
What most of you catch around here? What kind of fish do you catch?
Well, it's mostly whitings and haddocks. Small fish out here.
What's the difference between a whiting and a haddock? I've seen them, but you know.
What happens to this fish then? Now?
Well, they just store it here, and then in the morning, about 8 o'clock in the morning, they come around and sell it.
Start it again.
They auction it in the morning about 8 o'clock.
How does the auction run anyway?
How does it run?
How do they sell the fish?
Oh, there's just buyers come to different places and they just auction the fish like. Anybody that pays the dearest gets it.
It's just a bidding system.
Yeah.
When does this go on now?
Well, I think it starts with 7:30 in the morning. We have a time about here 1 month and at Larrick the next month, you see. Time first sale here at 1 month and then at Larrick the next month.
Oh yeah. Now, is there an inspector or a quality control officer to look after the quality of fish and things like that?
Yeah, well, the fishery officer, he looks to something of that.
Nice.
And then the chaps that goes around measuring them and looking in the gills of them and all sorts of things like that.
getting good prices?
No, it's no big prices here. It's just, well, about £9 maybe for a... It runs about £9 a box for that white, and headaches is dearer than that, a bit dearer than that. For the small whites, I guess small white.
What's the main thing that's worrying fishermen right now in Shetland?
I would think scarcity of fish. I would imagine.
Are young people going into the fishery?
I would say there are a few more going north southwest a year or two ago.
Because this is what you're going to have to do once the oil thing's done.
Yeah. I would think that would be the field there in Shetland, not the oil.
.465 for camera 126.
79.5 traces fighting by 3. How much? £8.20 big. At £8.20.